and core strengthening, which is great if your overall core is weak or if you just had a baby and you are looking to strengthen your core. A lot of these moves are diastasis recti safe, but you do need to check with your doctor. It depends on the degree of separation that you have, so you definitely want to check if you have any separation from giving birth, or diastasis recti can happen to anyone. It doesn't have to be women who are pregnant. So again, if you feel like you have separation, or if you want to do that self-test, make sure you go back and check out that video to do a quick self-test and then verify with your doctor. Alright, so we are going to need resistant bands for this workout. I have my band attached to the door, and we're going to start down on the ground. So the first thing we're going to do here is I want you to focus on engaging the core. So you're going to pull the belly button as if you're trying to bring it into the spine. Alright? And throughout the entire movement, every exercise that we do, that's what I want you to focus on. Core engagement, bringing the belly button into the back, and then making sure there's no separation between your back and the floor, right here. And next thing we're going to do, you're going to tuck that tailbone. So you're going to tuck your pelvic. So you're going to give me a pelvic tilt and core engaged, right? This is how we make sure that back stays nice and flat on the ground. So here we go. We are going to start with just simple pelvic tilts, right? So you're going to release, still having the belly button in, and then tilt, keeping that back on the floor. It's a small movement, so you can barely see it. And for my ladies, now is a great time to even work on those Kegels as you're doing this movement. Alright, give me 2 more. Alright, from here, what I want you to do is still core engage, pelvic tilt. Now you're going to thrust up and squeeze those glutes, hold it there nice and tight. Remember, you have to engage those glutes right here, right? Feet nice and flat on the ground, core engaged. Nice deep breath. So core engagement does not mean you're holding your breath. Alright? And now from here, I want you to lift your arms up. Then from here, I want you to bring your arms down. And then you're going to give me a pulse with your arms. And you're still holding that bridge. Alright, bring it back up. And release. And as I release, notice my core is still engaged and my pelvic is still tilted, alright? No separation between my back and the floor. Nice deep breaths here. Alright, ready? Give me back that bridge. Give me those arms up. Now I just want you to go back. Let me scoot down. Arms up. Bring your arms back. Bring them up. Bring them back nice and slow. Bring them up nice and slow. Core still engaged. Glutes nice and tight. Lift those hips up. Alright, from right here, palms down, and give me that pulse. Bring the arms back up and release down. Remember, no separation in the back, core engaged, pelvic tilt. Alright? Now, from here, with our core engaged, pelvic tilt, what I want you to do is just slide your feet down, slide it back. Alright? Now it would be a perfect time to remove your shoes. Let's do that. If you have on sneakers, if you have carpet, you're just going to rub your feet down and then bring it back. Remember, core engaged, pelvic tilt. Slide one leg down, slide it back. Slide it, bring it back. And switch sides, same thing. Make sure there's no separation being created in the back. So your pelvic is still tilted, core nice and engaged. So you're just sliding it down and bringing it back. Slide and bring it back. Give me one more and then come back. Now from here, I want you to thrust up into that bridge, right? Pelvic tilt, core engaged, bridge. Right? Nice and flat. Arms down, palms facing down. Try to make sure your feet is at a 90-degree angle, so you're creating a 90. Alright? Now, I want you to slide that foot down and bring it back. Slide it down and bring it back. Slide it and bring it back. Give me one more and bring it back. If you feel your body going down, core engaged, glutes nice and tight to keep it up there. Ready? And slide on the other side and bring it back. Last one. Lift it, core nice and tight. Bring that arm up. Bring it back and forward, back and forward, back, forward, palms down. Bring it down and give me those pulses. Last one. Bring it back up and release. Tilt the pelvic. Core engaged. No separation between floor and back. I'm going to constantly remind you guys about this separation, this gap right here. Because usually if I'm laying down, here I am. Do you see it? I can put my hand right under there. Right? But what I want you to do is pull the belly button in and tilt your pelvic. And that gap is now gone. Alright? Now you're going to lift, pelvic tilt. Lift your feet up at a 90. Flex your toes. Core still engaged. And you're going to drop one heel. Bring it back. And if you have lower back issues, a lot of these moves are great for that too. Remember, pelvic tilt, core engaged, no separation, especially right here as you're dropping your heels. Nice and easy. And release. Nice deep breaths. Alright, now back to 90. Right? separation. So before you even lift your legs up, pull your core in, tilt your pelvic up, then lift at a 90, keep that core engaged. Now drop both legs and come back. Both legs and come back. Give me 2 more. Last one. And relax. Bring it back down. Alright, so now we're going to go to our band. So if you have your attachment ready, if you need to set it up, go ahead and set it up. If you don't have a door jamb, you can use a leg of a bench or a chair, something sturdy that's probably not going to move when you pull on it. So I'm going to turn it this way. Right? So now I have my band in my hand. I'm going to still engage my core, tilt my pelvic, alright? And what I want you to do is, once you have that engaged, hand overhead and pull on it. And release. Pull. If your resistance is too tight, scoot a little bit closer to the door or your bench, whatever you're using, and then pull. I want you to pull all the way down to your thigh. And release. Remember, core engage, pelvic tilt. Give me 2 more. Last one. And release. Now from right here, core still engaged, pelvic tilt, right? Thrust that hip up into a bridge, right? The only thing that should be left on the ground is your shoulder blades and your feet. Core nice and engaged. Here we go, same movement. Pull it over and then bring it back. Pull it over and release. Pull it over and release. Give me 2 more. Last one. And relax. Hips down, pelvic tilt, core still engaged. I don't want you to release that, okay? Doing good? Alright. Here we go, last one, guys. So, core engaged, no separation in the floor, pelvic tilt, right? Feet planted, sink those heels in, lift up, squeeze it, right? Now I want you to lift one leg up, right? And keep it bent at a 90 and pull. Same thing. Lift those hips up. Give me 1 more. And release. Switch side. If you need to reposition that pelvic, pull that belly in. Thrust up first. Leg up. Ready and go. 1. Come on. And release. Alright guys, awesome job today. If you struggle through these movements, that's fine. You go ahead and play back at a later date. But what I do want you guys to do is, as you walk throughout your day, as you sit down, focus on your posture, right? Instead of slouching, bring that chest up, engage that core, sit upright. Even when you're sitting there at the table, especially if you're at your desk, and even as you're walking about your day, I want you to focus on core engagement, as you're doing that, because the core is the foundation for movement, right? So if you have a weak core, a lot of your moves, especially when it comes on to the hinging of the hips movement, squats, lunges, deadlifts, things like that, your body will be weak and wobbly. So we need to build that. And again, this is really, really great for all my postpartum moms, right? If you struggled a bit, that's fine. You only get stronger with each repetition. Ready? Get up.